Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Watch it before. Front left. Mike 5-4.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Four down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, zero. Tempo.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 58 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Here we go. 180! Watch the screen!
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense, because when they came out on the field, their number one mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On first down, Hines brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Waiting for Tokyo.
Gotta get this stop here, D. 51 the mic, boys. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Boston Scott, his first carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit.
On play action, it's Wentz. Dance, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They begin the drive with Hines. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sunday.
Now it's Hines. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wentz now to throw, and he's able to find Diggs. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Darren Lee, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is taken around the 12. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Check.
From the 17, Wilson. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check.
Gun. 36 power.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
One left. Go, 14.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
120.
On first down, it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Single.
Man 5-7. Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Go. Ready?
Here we go.
Kill. Here.
Fires the mark. Here we go.
Hey, seam 6.
Here I come again. Mike 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
56.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Still got 4 down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On second down, it's Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 10-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Still got 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I'm going back to you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday they have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Give them 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, high 7.
Ringer, guys. Fight.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And Diggs has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
81. Hey, orbit. Done.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Throwing now is Wentz. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check 26, check 26.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Dre 15, Dre 15.
Play action. Now Wentz. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
82, 82. Hey, Charlie.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
16 yards.
Go.
That's the Washington Redskins.
Watch QB go.
1st and 10 at the 44.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Sunday.
2nd and 1.
Go.
Saints 35 yards.
Push him back.
Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Rush in. Tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a third down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Bell, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Again, it's Bell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it with Bell. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And that's complete. It's Watson. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Watson, 41 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3 down. 51.
Bravo.
51.
Now wins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Now for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Saints 37, Redskins 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now they try the right side here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Now Wilson, flush to his right, and an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, 0.
Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All day, every day.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Time to go. Night.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the carry, this is Scott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The left side caught by Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going
Spud.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he loses the football a second time. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's now 3rd down.
Here we go.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going